I'm Dwayne Lester, and this is The Paradigm Shift. This week in the Missouri legislature, Representative Eric Burleson once again spoke in support of his right-to-work bill in the Missouri House. And once again, those opposed to right-to-work attacked the bill not only on its merit, but on its origin. The American Legislative Exchange Council, or ALEC, is a nonprofit organization made up of conservative state legislators and private sector representatives. These people draft model state-level legislation and then distribute it among state governments. According to its website, ALEC, quote, works to advance the fundamental principles of free market enterprise, limited government, and federalism at the state level through a nonpartisan public-private partnership of America's state legislators, members of the private sector, and the general public. According to ALEC's opponents, they rise during the blood moon and sacrifice newborn children on an obsidian altar engraved with the faces of Charles and David Koch. See, the left hates ALEC, and they constantly try to demonize them because they're effective. Apparently, it's bad that these folks are writing model legislation and actually getting it passed into law. We're supposed to believe that because ALEC wrote it, and not the elected legislator, that somehow it's bad. And we're supposed to believe that any legislator who would carry an ALEC bill is a very, very bad person. Now here's the paradigm shift. Legislators rarely write the laws they sponsor. And that's true for the left and the right. Don't take my word for it. Here's State Senator John Lamping at the Missouri Alliance for Freedom's Life, Liberty, Property Summit in October 2014.
Well, sadly, prior to my wife and I deciding that we were tired of trusting somebody else to take care of government, we were going to run back in 2010. I didn't know much about all of these things, and I just assumed that guys and gals got elected, they had good ideas, and they put forward legislation. And boy, was I naive. A vast majority, 80–90% of the legislation is written by somebody else. It starts outside, and this is both parties.
So if legislators aren't writing it, who is? Well, as the left will tell you after they're done eating the souls of the innocent, ALEC will occasionally write model legislation. But so do unions, and so do trial lawyer associations, and so do pro-abortion groups. Who do you think is writing all the gun control bills out there? It's organizations like the Brady Campaign and nonprofits funded by billionaire Michael Bloomberg. Come on, seriously. You didn't think it was Representative Stacey Newman or Senator Barbara Boxer coming up with all this nonsense, did you? While the left is attacking ALEC for writing model legislation for stand your ground laws, they're quiet about the fact that bills chipping away at every American's Second Amendment right are probably written by a left-wing think tank like the Center for American Progress. Now, this is hardly new. Back in the 1940s, Anthony Fisher went to economist Frederick Hayek and explained to him how much he enjoyed his book, The Road to Serfdom. He told him he planned on going into politics to fight against the movement towards socialism in Great Britain. Hayek advised against it. He told Fisher that politicians were like corks bobbing in the ocean, and ideas and their champions were the current. Fisher listened to Hayek's words and took action, creating hundreds of think tanks, including one of the most powerful in British history. It was the ideas created in those think tanks and the people who helped spread those ideas to the masses that led to a movement away from totalitarianism and paved a way for the rise of Margaret Thatcher. Is this way of making laws bad? No. No, it isn't. Politicians are rarely on the cutting edge of ideas. They tend to come on the scene towards the end when the movement needs someone to take their idea and make it a law. Meanwhile, groups across the country are brainstorming policies that will return liberties to people who may not even know what they've lost. These ideas are often to deal with bad laws or ideas that somehow passed the smell test before. And often these laws come from one final source of legislation, the average person. After all, who deals with the bad laws passed more than John Q. Public? Who knows more about what needs to be done than the person who suffers every day from the injustices created by moral busybodies of the past? Legislation is often written by an engaged citizenry. And what is a think tank or any other organization but a group of engaged citizens? That's the paradigm shift. I'm Dwayne Lester. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more of them in the future, please consider making a donation to the Missouri Torch here. And please subscribe to our new YouTube channel and visit us at themissouritorch.com.